Authorities in China are racing to clear up flooded streets and to restore power in the aftermath of Typhoon Doksuri. The storm has been blamed for dozens of deaths since making landfall late last month. China has seen record rainfall in recent weeks, which has severely damaged the country's infrastructure.
They have been shoveling mud for hours, left behind by flooding following Typhoon Doksuri. China's northern provinces have seen the heaviest rainfall in recent weeks, which left blocked roadways, power outages, and many fatalities in its wake. Residents returning to the region are finding their homes buried in mud.
As soon as I entered the house, there was over a foot of mud. All the furniture was ruined, completely soaked by floodwater. I estimated the water level to be as high as me. I'm 180 centimetres tall. That's how high the water was inside the house. The yard is filled with a terrible stench, and along the way, houses have collapsed. After so many years of hard work, it's heartbreaking. Our food is all gone. I don't know how we'll make ends meet.
Thousands of people have been displaced and are relying on the government's relief packages to feed themselves. Many are also checking on their businesses and finding that their merchandise is too wet or too damaged to be sold.
I want to cry, but tears won't come out. It's impossible to clean this up.
The losses are definitely significant. The place where people used to live, the food and even the cement, pretty much all of it has been soaked by water. Also, all these items in the store, there's no way of selling them.
China has deployed soldiers and paramilitary forces to aid rescue efforts and to restore basic infrastructure such as washed-out storm drains and rail lines. But it may be weeks or months before life returns to normal for many in northern China.
Extreme weather has also been hitting parts of Europe. At least 6 people died in the severe storms and flooding that hit Slovenia on Friday. Floodwaters have forced thousands of people to flee their homes. Authorities are putting the material damage at more than 500 million euros.
It's Slovenia's worst natural disaster since achieving independence in the early 1990s. Roads have turned into rivers, bridges have collapsed. Videos are being shared on social media, showing people fleeing the floodwaters. A French tourist filmed the moment her companion was rescued from their lodgings in Krnica in northwestern Slovenia. The flooding and landslides have caused enormous damage. Entire communities have been devastated. The raging waters almost completely wiped out Prevalja in northern Slovenia.
It's an apocalypse, a total disaster. Unfortunately, since we're all dealing with the same trouble, there's nothing we can do. It's very sad.
On Monday, residents were busy clearing away the mud, revealing the full extent of the destruction.
We've suffered severe damage. The enormous financial loss has ruined us. The damage amounts to tens, if not hundreds of millions of euros. It will take a large amount of money to restore everything.
Even though the rains have let up, rescue workers are now struggling with the threat of landslides, not just in Slovenia, but also here in the southern Austrian village of St. Nikolai im Zausal. The risk of mud avalanches is now especially high.
We saw the mountainside collapsing, but we were powerless to stop it.
It is hoped that plastic tarps like these will help prevent more landslides. Hundreds of people have been evacuated and brought to emergency shelters, just in case. Slovenia has asked the EU and NATO for aid, especially with technical devices and military helicopters, as well as several prefabricated bridges up to 40 meters long to help access regions that are now cut off.